Awesome. So this is the part that I really love to talk about because I love like just movement and getting more comfortable with your body, and like the more you move and conquer with some of the moves that you're going to be doing and you see yourself progress, that's going to build your confidence so much like you have no idea. So one of the things that I really love to do with my clients is I love teaching like belly dance and all of that. So I find it really important to have music and kind of have movement in our lives. And that also really taught me that it's important as women to sort of feel sensual and feel sexy. And that gives us so much confidence. It gives us confidence in our work, in our families, and our relationships, and confidence to make those choices every day that you're worthy of making those healthy choices. So this is awesome. Here's a couple of things that you're going to need as we go through these workouts and some of these, motions that we're going to be doing. Don't freak out. It's not anything crazy. I'm not going to have you running in a marathon or anything like that. We're going to, start small, and you'll start with your level and you'll progress as you do. So one of the things you might want to pick up is a resistance band. So we're going to be using this in a couple different ways, and I know that you can find these pretty easily at like Target. I have a store over here called Five Below where everything is $5 or less. So sometimes you could pick these up. Sometimes they even come in a pack, or you can order them on Amazon where they have some different resistances. So this one's like a lighter resistance, and they come in like light, medium, heavy, so that you can progress. And if you're doing a movement and you're like, oh, I don't know, that's too easy, you can go to the harder one, because I know you will. Another thing that you might want to consider getting is a resistance band. Here we go. I was stuck on my weights down here. So a resistance band that has some handles on the side of it. Something that is long enough that you can wrap around your feet as we're doing some of these movements, because we will be doing like some curls and lifts and stuff like that while we'll be using this. And this one is, I believe, like a medium resistance. But again, you can find them in light, medium, or heavy resistance. So depending on your level here, you're going to want to choose what's appropriate. So light resistance would be maybe like between 2 pounds and 5 pounds of resistance if you're using weights. And medium would be somewhere like between, 6 pounds and 8 pounds. And then if you went with a heavy resistance, you'd be lifting probably like around 9-10 pounds to about 15 pounds. So that's just kind of like the rule of thumb to use while we're doing this. But again, you can find these on Amazon. They have them at Target, Myers, anywhere, Walmart. I'm sure you can find them. So check them out. Resistance band with handles. In case you go on Amazon, you can find them there. You also might want to get a pair of hand weights. I would maybe hold off on these because we are mostly going to be using the bands and then the bands with the handles. A lot of these movements we probably will using our own body weight as well. But these are 3 pounds. They're light. You can always like hold these with the resistance band handles if you want to add a little bit more resistance before you go up a band. So maybe having a pair of light hand weights. I'm sure many of you already do have these laying around, so just knock the dust off of them and bring them to your workout space. All right, and lastly, well, second to last here, I will talk about one more thing, but a yoga mat. You just want to have a yoga mat. I don't know if you're working out on carpet or hardwood floor or your basement, just something that you could lay down and we'll do maybe some abs on it or something like that. So yoga mats are great. You can also use them if you're doing like some meditations and laying down. You can put them underneath your knees for a little under back support. So just yoga mats, super cheap. Amazon has them, like I said, Five Below. They have them for $5. You can also find them pretty easily at Target as well. So, and it's something you're going to love and you're going to want for the rest of your life. So make the investment. All right. So we're going to talk about workout space. Let me tell you, I got a small house, and the room where I work out is, it doubles as the room with my closet, the room with our computer and all of our office stuff, and it also doubled as the place where my husband stored and used all of his musical instruments. So You'll see, like, I'll post some pictures of it, but like there's guitars on the walls and amps on the floor and like computer stuff everywhere and recordings and mics and everything like that. My husband's a musician. So, I didn't have a huge space, but that's okay. You don't need a huge space to do this stuff. Like, don't let that be your excuse. My husband actually just carved out a little bit more space for me down in the basement because he knew I was going to be doing some filming. So God bless him. That was so nice. So this is where I'm probably going to be filming most of your videos, down here. But honestly, it's really not that big of a space. I think it's maybe like 6 foot this way by 5 foot this way. So again, not a huge room. I don't have a huge house. I don't have a lot of equipment in my workout space, so you don't need very much. Most of the time, you're gonna just need your own body and a good attitude. So don't make that an excuse, because I know you can find the space. I actually had a friend that she lived with her parents at the time, and she had nephews and nieces running around, and she was like, oh my gosh, like the only place she had to work out was the kitchen. So she would literally have to move the kitchen table out of the kitchen and do her workout. She would, prop her tablet up on the kitchen counter and do her workout and then move everything back. But you know what? It was worth it, and she lost weight and she did amazing. So do what you got to do. It'll be fun. We're going to take pictures of our workout spaces and share that with our friends on here, because we'll realize that, it doesn't take a lot. If you got a big space though, that's awesome. Like, that's props to you. So again, don't let that be your excuse, because you can work out anywhere, anything. Just all you need is yourself and those little pieces of equipment. So anyway, we'll meet in the next video. I am so excited for you to be nearing the end of this onboarding process and getting ready to jump in. So let's go.